My name is David Miles. I'm the managing partner of Ekevis Wingrave Yates and also head up the professional service firm Sector Specialist Group. A really big topic at the moment is succession planning in professional service firms. I'm always amazed at how late in the day many firms leave the big question of succession planning. For example, it's often when older partners or founding partners look to their own personal retirement that this issue gets addressed. And this very narrow view often doesn't put the interests of the practice before the individuals, which in my view is a mistake. For me, good succession planning has to include 4 key points. Firstly, I think a 10-year plan is essential for the future planning of the practice. That means looking forward 10 years to include expected exits and expected new entrants to the partnership. Secondly, the tax tail must not wag the dog. By that I mean that tax planning is important, but it shouldn't dictate what succession planning should happen. Too often accountants look at that aspect first rather than the other key aspects. Thirdly, it's really important that the interests of the practice are put before the interests of individual partners. And fourthly, it's really important to consider what's the right structure for the firm to operate in. And by structure, I mean culturally, what's the best fit for the practice. I touched on structure there, and it's really important because there are choices. Many firms choose to use LLPs as their main vehicle of choice, which is appropriate in most cases. However, more recently, there's some interesting movements in terms of enterprise ownership organisations and also the John Lewis type model. These often need exploring. In summary, I think there are 2 important messages that I would make. Firstly, I think you should use an outside facilitator to help you have those quite difficult retirement discussions, and secondly, you must put the practice first, and therefore the facilitator must act in the interest of the practice, not the individuals.